I have an old Triumph Spitfire bicycle that needs an upgrade. I need to replace the old seat before it sends me to the hospital. And I need a spot to carry a 6-pack of beer. I mean soda. Watch along while I install State Bicycle Company's Urban Comfort Saddle and City Bike front basket on this classic steel frame bike. Hey, welcome back to the channel, Alpine Projects Garage. This is an old Triumph bicycle that my wife found in a thrift store many years ago. It used to be a 10-speed, but I converted it to a single speed for simplicity and cruising around, kind of like I'm doing right now. Anyway, I need to replace the seat because I think it's original, and it feels like it's going to bust, sending the seat post where I don't want it to. And then after that, I want to add some functionality in the form of a front rack right here in front. So, check it out. I found both a new seat and front rack online at statebicycle.com. I'll put links to both of these in the video description below. Anyway, onto the seat. First, let's get this old saddle off and out of the way. Hopefully, the hardware holding it to the seat post isn't all rusty and seized. Luckily, the hardware wasn't seized and the old saddle came off pretty easy. Yeah, this thing is crusty. Getting the new saddle on was a bit fiddly, but I finally figured it out. State Bicycle Company isn't sponsoring this video, and the links in the description are not affiliate links. But if the representatives from the company watch this and like what they see, I'd be okay with them showering me with gifts. They do have a really cool mountain bike, and I wouldn't complain if it randomly showed up at my doorstep. Just saying. It was about this time I started to get dive bombed by a June bug. If you've never seen one of these things, they can be quite frightening. They're about the size of a Chinook helicopter, and they always seem to fly with their eyes closed. I didn't panic, and I totally handled the situation. I decided to move indoors to install the basket, just to avoid future June bugs. State includes good instructions and all the hardware I needed. The center bracket was first. The basket comes pre-assembled with the wood already on the bottom, but you do need to take it off in order to attach the basket to the center bracket. That's easy and only takes undoing these 4 nuts and bolts. At this time, I'm loosely attaching the supporting legs. Now I'll need to remove the axle from the front wheel and reinstall it, going through the supporting legs. Now I can attach the base of the basket to the center bracket. I'm keeping everything loose because I want to make sure I'm satisfied with the positioning before I tighten it all down. So you may have noticed my feet. Well, you're in for a treat because I wrote a poem about them. You're getting a peek at my feet for free. On the internet, I usually charge a fee. No, that's not paint on my big right toe. I smashed it at work about a month ago. It hurt very badly, but I didn't cry. But it did make me ask, why, oh why? Why won't my internet foot model career take off? Let's take a look to see how the basket is fitting. Yeah, looks pretty good. Since I'm liking how the basket is fitting, I'll tighten the nuts and bolts. At this point, the wood bottom panels can go back on. Here it is, all done, and it looks great. Oh shit! To add a personal touch, I added an Alpine Projects Garage sticker to the basket. I do have some extra stickers, so if you want one, let me know. You can send me an email using the address in the description below. Put sticker in the subject line.
I'll send them out until I run out of them. I need a way to keep things secure in the basket. I originally bought these rock straps to use on my motorcycle, but they turned out to be too small for that. I think they'll work perfectly for this basket though. Now let's give this thing a test ride. 6-pack of beer? Check. Works great. 6-pack of soda? Looking good. My lunchbox for work? Check. Easy peasy. How about Rosie? Check. Just kidding. Let's not forget about the saddle I installed. How does it feel? Look, first, I apologize for the angle of the camera. The person responsible has been fired, I assure you. Second, this saddle is a great improvement over the old one. It's comfortable, and now I don't have to worry about any butt injuries.